We are here and we are almost ready. Hopefully the audio is working okay. Hello? Hello? Can we be heard okay? Can we be heard okay? I think so. What about if I point away? I think so. What about if I point away? Yeah, basically. Okay. Cool. We have the chat open. Nice. Hey Clara, what's up? What's up? You hungry? Hmm? You see your hand, you can have this roll.
Is she hungry already?
We're getting your hands. Okay.
What's this?
There you go. There you go. We got all palms. All better? Maybe she needs to pay attention. Can you pull it closer? Okay, we can start. Even if she needs to be fed during, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you can you, I wish there was a way we could have you on camera too. I think she's maybe okay for now. Maybe. Is she angsty?
Yeah. Unless she just wants to be held. But
Do you want to try using this high chair?
me.
We can throw her in the corner and she'll be kind of on camera.
Just
Okay.
see if that's okay. She's just
Okay, I'll double check the recipe, make sure we have everything. Wait, we need Parmesan cheese. Parmesan. Parsley, lemon. We need an egg. Egg as well. One egg on the table.
She was she had a
Oh. She tried her hardest. We are gonna need olive oil. Salt and black pepper. Here's the olive oil. Oh yeah, we need butter as well. We have that. We are good on butter. Huh? Yeah. You can say whatever you want to say. Yeah. You can even ask that while we're live, and that's okay. Well, we're not. They can't see us yet. They can hear us. I haven't switched it yet. I'm just getting the ingredients for you. I mean, I can make it. I can change it. It's about the same. I mean, I'm just setting up the. Hopefully the lighting's okay. Change it to cam now. So now we can be seen. Hello, everyone. We are cooking saffron orzo turkey meatballs. We're cooking out of the Gordon Ramsay Quick and Delicious cookbook that I got for Kira for Christmas. Because she actually requested this cookbook about a month ahead of time. So it was on my list of things to get her. Yeah, which is great. Because she ended up getting me a cookbook. which is pretty funny. We give each other cookbooks, so now we have like 3. So we are good to go on all the foods for this content cycle. Essentially, this cookbook is 100 recipes in less than 30 minutes. So we are taking a small break from the Italian cookbook because the last one took us 2 1.5-hour sessions to cook 4 smallish pizzas. And the turnout wasn't as great as we had hoped. We got the wrong bread type. We got too much, what was it? Oregano. We had so much oregano that it was too much. Like they called for, I had to buy a whole nother oregano. See, this is a new oregano, unopened. And last time the recipe called for 2 of these for 4 small pizzas. You can imagine that. It's like literally like a thick, 2 inches of snow on top of your pizza of oregano.
Yeah.
Oh. There's some in the lid and on top, but the seal hasn't been broken yet. Do you see this?
Unless that's been broken.
It got all over my book. Oregano is our cursed menu item.
No more oregano. No.
Yeah, I guess the seal is slightly already open. It's okay. I think it's fine.
Someone trying to poison us.
Yeah.
They put a needle in there.
They're trying to make us oregano go to the hospital. Was that a really bad one? We're trying to say oregano. Yeah, oregano, don't go to the hospital. Anyway, it's already strong. Like, I spilled it all over, and it's like, you could probably smell it too. The viewer at home can probably smell it with how strong it is. So we have oregano. We're not gonna add too much. But yeah, it's saffron orzo with turkey meatballs. Okay, so orzo, I found it last second after searching forever. It's this weird stuff. Oh, not orzo, saffron. Saffron. That's what I meant. It's saffron orzo, which saffron's a weird ingredient. It's like this little, I think it's little pepper shreds or something. It says saffron is a native spice to Asia, used in ancient times, remained highly prized for unique taste and aroma. So once we open this, it's going to have a very unique smell. It's like an imported food from Asia. Important? Very important import from Asia. It takes about 75,000 flowers to yield 1 pound of saffron. 75,000 flowers for not even this amount. Save the baby flowers. Anyway, so this is saffron. And I first found this one over here, which I ended up just buying both, just in case. But there's this, like, sazon with saffron added. So I think it's like some kind of, some kind of spice. And then saffron is an ingredient in here that they added. It's kind of like the My Nature seasoning kind of spice where it's like, which I kind of wanted to see what this smelled like too.
You know what I like about this cookbook already? Is its measurements we don't have to convert.
That's true.
Woo.
Yeah, the Italian is in European measurements, so we have to like constantly pull up the phone and be like, how much is that? How many are those? How many feet do we have to walk? Yeah. Where are we going? Which side of the road do we drive on? All these things need to be converted when reading the cookbook. How are the stoplights? Where are they? The cookbook doesn't say where they are. Okay, yeah, so that's the saffron thing. I have it back up. Weird stuff. We have an egg. We are good to get started. Baby's being fed, by the way. Kira is off camera right behind it. I like to get a second camera for baby cam, and we can turn it on when she's like getting fed or when she's in her little net. That'd be cute. Her little net. Maybe if I can figure out how to do streaming from my phone as like a secondary camera, that would be kind of nice. Because I have a tripod for that. Okay, so this intro to this recipe. Here's the photo, by the way. It's also on the Discord in case you want to check it out. But there is the end result that we're planning on making.
Looks so good.
It does look good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like refreshing, not too heavy kind of meatball. Healthy. Okay, it says when you're keen on getting dinner on the table in half an hour, risotto is out of the question. It simply takes too long for the rice to reach that ideal creamy texture. Orzo, however, cooks in 10 minutes and is equally velvety and comforting. When it comes to the meatballs, always buy ground dark turkey meat. It will be much more flavorful than the breast and juicier too. Which I think I did.
I can't hear him narrating this.
That's good, right? Oh, you in his voice?
Yeah.
Was it the way I said it, or was it just what it said?
It's
It was written as he would say it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
I can hear you can hear me narrating it. I'm like, I hope so. I am saying it out loud.
No.
Or is it just in my mind? For Imagine Dragons. Yeah, it doesn't say it's dark turkey, but no. I didn't find specifically dark turkey. But maybe that's a England thing too. Like maybe they have ground for dark and light turkey. Like maybe turkey's more of a... Turkey's not that big of a deal over here. People like their beef a lot more, wouldn't you say?
We have Thanksgiving.
Is that related? Is that related to the conversation? We have Thanksgiving. Well, I mean, like, if you go to the ground section, like for the this kind of meat, if you go to the beef, there's like 6 varieties of beef in one brand. Like you get 7% fat, 12%, 10%. It's like you have all these varieties. But if you go to the turkey, there's like one. Like I don't have like dark turkey or light turkey or like, you know, all these different percent fats.
It's Thanksgiving.
I'm talking about ground turkey. We don't eat ground turkey for Thanksgiving. We don't. No. But yeah, like maybe in England they like turkey more, so they have all these varieties. Like, make sure to pick the dark turkey. But it's like over here, it's like, where is the dark turkey? We don't have dark turkeys over here. They don't exist. Maybe. Because we're in Florida. We only go to Publix. And that's law. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me hear the audio real quick as a test. Go ahead and get started. Let me hear the audio real quick as a test. Go ahead and get started. Let me hear the audio real quick as a test. It's loud, it's working. I think the music could be loud.
Still drinking.
I'm gonna trip over this giant table. Okay, how's that sound? 1, 2, 3 test. Okay, how's that sound? 1, 2, 3 test. Okay, how's that? I'm still loud, but the music is down. Maybe I'll turn it slightly lower. We don't want to force people to vote. On this stream, you reserve your right to not lo-fi. Whenever you please. Okay, we're back. Music should be. For you, please. Okay, we're back. Music should be. Acceptable level. Cool. Okay. And some echo for the testing. Okay. So, okay, we put the ground turkey, Parmesan, parsley, lemon, zest, egg, breadcrumbs into a large bowl. Season with salt and pepper. Okay, here's my large bowl. It should be large enough for this turkey and seasonings and stuff. And so lemon zest, I think we need to like grate it. Do we have a grater? Or like we need to buy one of those, like cheese grater block that has the different textures on it.
We only have
What's the next best thing? Okay, well, maybe I'll use a peeler and then I'll chop it really tiny. So let's do that first, because that's the awkward part to do. So I'll put this bowl, I'm gonna do it on the cutting board. I need to find a peeler. I think it's in the wall.
It ran away. It doesn't like lemon.
I don't know. I got a spoon for later. We just bought it recently, so it might have been like, it doesn't feel comfortable where it belongs. There it is. I just have to look there twice. Baby almost finished her bottle. You're gonna be happy. Yeah.
That's trouble singing with cheese cake. Just takes maybe 2 times longer than usual. When she's happy.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a lemon here. We're going to do. I'm gonna take the ring off. It's not hard to cut things with it on. You just like. I cut myself while I do this real quick. Not really.
It's all lemon.
Yeah, I'm only doing the skin. Look, it turned out pretty good. Yeah, this is.
Making it eat skin.
Yeah, that's the lemon zest. The zest of a lemon is the skin shaved off.
Just skin. The lemon rice.
What do you mean?
Wait, does that thing get dissolved? Do you know?
It gets chopped up in a bunch of tiny bits, and it gets cooked in as like a seasoning, like a.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just saying, we don't eat skins. Ew.
It's pretty common for lemon zest, like for lemon to only need the lemon zest, or for a recipe to only need the lemon zest, and then like you just do what with the rest of the lemon. Well, I guess you could have the slices for others. Like we can save them for if you want to add it to your water, like little lemon slices to your water. I used to like that.
Oh yeah, slices lemon zest.
That's what I said. Lemon slices for your
Yeah,
water.
slices, yeah.
For later, because I'm only using the like skin. So how much do I need of that? There's one zest of 1 lemon, so I basically got one all the way around. So I'm just gonna
Well, hey,
say that's good.
you do you, man.
I'm the one cooking.
You do you.
I'm the chef right now.
You are
I'm the
the.
Gordon. I'm the Gordon right now. We are zesting our own skins today. Get zesty with it. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like the skins are little circle cutouts. It's kind of strange. It's kind of like when you're in biology. If you ever went in biology and you like, they did experiments with like blood cells and you look at them under the microscope, and there are a bunch of these little circle, like tablet looking things. Didn't that ever like creep you out a little bit? Like the shape of the blood cell is very weird. It's like a little sack. perfect conversation topic to have while cooking. Okay, I'd say that's pretty zested. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. We got one ingredient down. So let's just do in order. So we have this bowl. We have ground turkey right here. Throw that in. All of it. 1 pound. 1 pound. This is going to be all the meatballs that we're making right now at the beginning. All the meatballs. So that. Parmesan. It says 1.5 ounces of Parmesan. How much is an ounce? That I can measure.
Figure out how many percent. 8 ounces is 1 cup. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. So it's 1/8 of a cup. And we need 1.5 eighths of a cup. So it's half of a fourth. So I'll just do, I have the fourth right here. So I'll just do half of that. And this is for the cheese, so it's very tiny. Gotta make sure it's dry so it doesn't
Do
stick.
half and then half of that. So.
I don't know if I can do half of that, but
Half the quarter and then a quarter.
I get the measurement, but I can't mentally count that in this cup. I'm just gonna pour half of this and then maybe a little bit extra.
Do the half and then pour that in and then do the quarter.
Quarter. Well, I can't tell what a quarter of this is. That's what I'm saying. Does that make sense? I can't pour stuff in here and think that's a quarter of when it's so small. You know, I'm already gonna like estimate on the half. That's just math. You may not like it, but that's peak performance. It's all stuck to the bone right now.
Recorded.
There we go. Yeah, this is already like a little bit more than half.
Yay!
Right, so that's probably good enough. See?
Good
More
job.
than half. So
Good job.
that's good enough. So we'll throw that in. We'll put this to the side because we're done with it. We're also gonna need parsley. Is it right? Yes. We need 3 tablespoons.
Yay. Tablespoon.
Yeah. I'm just double checking. That's a lot, but I got it in paste this time. It's only parsley. Well, so it's easy to measure. Yeah, it's just ready to use, already cut up, good to go. You can just throw it in. Instead of having to like deal with the leaves and everything. It's just extra blended and stuff, you know? Into a little paste. Yeah. I'm like, we're gonna be using parsley for quite a bit. So let's just get the easy one. Try it out. I like parsley. Want to smell it? It's kind of not strong. Do you like parsley? It almost smells like pesto to me. But we need 3 of these, so.
Never heard a person piece.
1. We're actually almost gonna run out. 2. 3. Nice. We have more for later. That's definitely done. Next, we do lemon zest. We throw that in. Hopefully, it's finely chopped enough. And we also are going to need egg. There's 1 egg lightly beaten, so I'm gonna like beat it ahead of time.
Yeah.
I'll just do the mixing bowl that we have. Like nesting dolls. Like, I'm like, oh, this is the smallest bowl we have. Nope. I'm like, this must be the smallest bowl we have. Nope. When are you gonna need this? I mean, this is perfect for the egg, but like, we could have used like a regular kitchen bowl, and it would have been about the same as this. I'm surprised they're making this.
Cute.
Yeah, you can like put a little salsa. Yeah, for measurement. Okay, we are going to get more for this recipe, by the way. Let me wash this out. These are new. Just rinse it out real quick. And then I'm gonna. What did you say?
Never refrigerated. How
A long time.
do eggs?
They do, but they take a while. Luckily. What does that mean? Oh. You really did it before today? Oh, okay. Take it to the back room. And then no one knows what happens behind closed doors with you and that egg. Okay, so you're going in, 1 beaten egg. Nice. And then, what else we got? Breadcrumbs. Last one. And it says half a cup. Half a cup. Yes. And I just got the like literally plain breadcrumbs. There's a lot of things in the breadcrumb aisle. Like it's like half of a whole section, different brands, varieties, like breadcrumbs with like flavors added and other things mixed in. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the most basic thing. I almost never have cooked with breadcrumbs before. Ooh. Just use the simple one too, like plain. I feel like I've seen this brand before, so maybe. Yep, half a cup. Edible? It is edible. Okay, so that's all there. Season with salt and pepper, mix well, divide into 24 walnut-sized balls, place in the fridge until needed. So mix well, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper here. Pepper. Just a little bit of both. Side, and I have a little beater. Little thing. There's the mixture in case you can see it. It's looking kind of gross. It'll look nice pretty soon. Since I got it out ahead of time from the fridge, it is very easy to mix the turkey. All the ingredients, right? It's beaten up. I might actually want something else to mix it. So let me see about. Yeah, we need to get rid of our whisk because it broke. I'm very sad about. I'd honestly just use like a big fork. Big fork. This would have been better if the meat was tougher to begin with, but it was pretty soft. I'm already kind of liking this, how this mixture is turning out. Like pre-seasoned meatballs. Sounds pretty good.
Cheese in it.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of cheese in it.
Cheesy meatball. Turkey meatball.
Cheesy meatball mix. His name was my name too. Is that what you're thinking of? Okay, this is viewable afternoon. Somewhat. Now it's mostly viewable. Okay, I'm making the meatballs on here. And I'm gonna put them on here to go into the fridge. I might even need another tray. Baby ready? You wanna come over here? So now it says to make 24 walnut sized. Walnuts like this big. So small. Pretty small.
Yeah.
About that size, yeah. Just gonna like dump all this on here. There's one meatball. Make sure I put my hand before I do this. Okay, I mean these meatballs will be done and ready, and then we just have to throw them in and cook them. So this is the only time we have to handle them. Right now. Yeah, we have to make that commercial. I've never cooked with orzo before. Okay. I've never cooked before. What's the kitchen? So basically, this is a good size. Little cute meatball. Put him on the tray.
Look how easily you did that.
Whoa. No, you can't do it. These are too soft to pat them. They want to stick together. So you just have to put them in the right shape. But yeah, if you do this, it'll just flatten it like a toothpaste. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not dough.
Yeah, no, it's not dough.
It's just meat
Yeah, it's
and cheese.
delicate. And it's softer than like beef, so it's it's more like a paste. Some of them will be smaller. Like they're like so cute when they're tiny.
Try and lay her down.
Okay, we'll see if she keeps it. Okay. It's kind of warm in here already, so not too warm, but you know, we're gonna double it for a second.
The baby rat tiger.
Oh, okay, that would be fun for her.
So she cries. She's sleeping. She just wants to.
Yeah.
She said she wants to wake up. We bring her.
Mm-hmm. Let's put this over here so I can be seeing a little bit easier. There you go. Doot. Baby's getting laid down to sleep. She got fed. I'm happy with how this microphone's turning out. Like, it's you can probably see it over here in the corner. Slightly. It's this little blue recorder mic. It's supposed to be for like handheld interviews, but it's not supposed to be. It can plug into the computer, which is what we're doing now. Do you want to try? Okay, wash your hands first.
That's right. I handled a baby.
Yeah, if it's gross, you could just do one, and then.
You put some oregano in the baby sink.
She needs to learn what Italian is.
No.
We need to raise her to know what Italian food tastes like. Yeah, that's right.
Now her baby bottles are gonna smell like oregano.
Oh, oregano.
I did not order an Italian baby.
We're gonna make an Italian baby.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Just grab a chunk and ball it up. Just don't be afraid to get your hands messy, because you can always just rinse off and it's gone. You know, it's not permanent. You need more than that. More. Boot. I'm fine. You cooking?
See, I can still do it. I just can't like press down hard on it.
Yeah.
I have to
Okay.
very lightly
Yeah.
into the mini ball. Hee hee.
More circle maybe? Has some little craters. Yeah, circle as you can get it.
No. Okay. I'm not good at this.
Okay. Take your time. There's no rush.
This is simple.
Nice.
It's okay. It's small, but it's
Yay.
okay.
It's okay. Some of them are small.
Hmm.
I think actually all 24 will fit on here if we keep this size. But this meat might make more than 24, which is why I got the second tray.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we
That's
just
okay.
eat the meat by itself?
We just need extra, yeah, without cooking. Nom nom nom.
No, I meant like we don't have to turn it into a
I know. It's just a...
Okay.
But I'm still down to turn them into meatballs and then cook them. And then we just have extra meatballs. We can like throw them in with spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Cute.
Yeah, cute ball.
Very nice. Very cute and
Very cute balls.
sir.
You disagree?
Sir.
Why, sir? We're making balls. What do you mean? This is our career choice right now. Uh-huh. Balls, not make balls. Noodle. Do not noodle. Noodle.
She's floating. She's my best American and she made that cock face.
Okay, Clara. We're watching over you. You're safe. No lions nearby.
I think my meatballs need to be a little bigger.
Yes.
Oh, what's wrong, honey? It's okay. It's okay. Why?
Okay, she's just adjusting. She might just be awake for a bit, too.
You stretch?
Does she digest?
I think so. I had her birth.
She has some gas. She's just pushing it out.
Oh. Okay, there. Bigger meatball.
Yep, I'm working on that, too. Bigger.
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 Hey, hon. It's okay, honey.
Yeah, if I had speakers for my computer, I could play it from the other room, like decently loud, and then we could hear the music while we're cooking. That'd be kind of nice.
Nice. 1, 2.
2 days ago, I got 2 more followers. Pretty tight. Boom, there we go. So that's 24, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so then we're working on the other tray now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make these bigger for the other tray, because I think we're gonna, yeah, just go for big.
Yes,
Because these are gonna be our cooking ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all pretty tiny.
It's okay.
Oh, here, move in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of working.
Key. Nice.
Large.
I like making them look big.
Uh-huh.
Well, I know this is 24, but we could also make as many or as less.
Yeah. I think we just made ourselves a little on the small side. Which is okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, we did need 24. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we're making extra.
Yes, because we had
Yay!
extra meat.
Okay, for some reason I was thinking 32.
We had extra meat, so I think
I
we're
don't know
supposed to
where I
make
got that number from.
we're supposed to make our balls bigger.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna make big ones for the tray too.
Mhm. It's okay, honey. It's okay.
And maybe using the palm is the secret to doing them quickly and perfectly round.
And then you need to switch it up so that, because it can turn kind of over.
And then I'm like angling my hands differently. And then it's like boom. Perfect
See?
ball.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's a big. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. It's okay, Claire. We're right here. I think she's fine.
Yeah.
She wants attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could make 2 more. You can take that one, and I'll take
Okay.
this one. We'll make really big meatballs. Really big.
See, no gloves needed. We just need to get into it. And just
Don't
wash your
lie.
hands afterwards.
I
You're
don't
enjoying
lie.
it. You're enjoying it.
Mhm.
Wouldn't be that bad. You want to tend to her after this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll continue with the recipe. She's over there off camera.
She's
Moving
home.
around. Yeah, a little fussing.
There.
There you go.
Nice.
Whoa.
Very thick meatball.
Yeah.
Very brown.
So I'm washing off our hands now.
Yes.
Yeah, your turn. Okay, so here are the two trays we have. We have this first tray, which has pretty small guys on it, and then we have the second backup tray, which we can cook all of these, and then just, you know, see which ones turn out better. But we have a good array here, so it says to throw these in the fridge until we're ready to use them. So we're gonna do that. You go in the fridge. You go. Nice.
Ooh, maybe please turn from her play thingy for the toys.
Maybe.
Give her something to look at.
I was even wondering if we could take this, take the leg off, and put it like up here or something. You don't want cooking.
Maybe you try
Okay. Well, you'll take care of the baby, and I will continue on. So, to make orzo, melt half the butter in a large saute pan over medium heat. Okay. So the butter that's required is 5.5 tablespoons. So that's looking like 5.5 is like almost the whole stick, minus like, you know, a fourth of it. So five and a half here. We are putting it in our saute pan right over here. Start heating that up. And it says half the butter actually. So I'm gonna cut this butter in half. Throw that in. And then next step, sure, if you want. You don't think the music is gonna clash with? Okay, no, that's fine.
It's yours.
Yeah. Let's see. It says add shallots and cook for 2 minutes. Okay, so I was not able to get shallots because apparently those are similar to beets. You know, they're kind of like, they look beet shaped but tiny. And then I looked online. It says a good compromise, or I guess a good thing to switch out would be a leek. So I went and got a leek.
Maybe I should just use the brown.
Yeah, just walk around with her.
Yeah.
Try that.
Okay.
It's in her, you know where it's at?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to prepare shallots actually, or how to cut up a leek. How to prepare a leek for cooking. Okay, apparently you cut off the tip and you cut off the dark green part and you use the middle. Okay. Okay, and then you just chop up into a bunch of little small things. Okay. Okay, Clara. Your mom's on the way.
I'm gonna carry you with me, see if you like them. So I know you just want attention.
So it says the. I'm gonna wash it first, actually. So, take a look at this. Whenever you get the chance.
Yes.
Take a sip and take a break. This drink's getting better the more I'm drinking it. It was kind of bad at the beginning. I don't think it's a good mixture for the future.
Can you check to make sure that this is on, right?
Yeah, come over here.
She's getting bigger. Here. Oh, a little, yeah.
I should get it a bit. Can you clean that?
It's okay, little girl.
There you go. It's to go over to the left. But I would pull for a little bit more.
Okay, just making sure there's like
Slightly. And then this has to go all the way as possible.
there.
Yeah, and then.
There we go.
You can bring her on camera now.
She's the baby.
Yeah, she's all wrapped up. So look, it required shallots, but I could not find them in the store.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Do you know what shallots look like?
No.
I didn't either. I had to Google it.
Oh.
They kind of look like beets or radishes. They look like little fat, short, little carrot type
I
things.
see shallots used a lot in things, so I was
Yeah.
I was just
I was surprised too. I read every single sign that looked like a shallot related thing after I looked it up. Couldn't find it. So I looked at replacements, and the best thing I can find that was accessible is a leek, which I've never cooked a leek before either.
Oh.
So apparently, I just looked up how to cook it. It says cut off the dark green part and cut off the root, and you use this little mid part.
Oh,
So-
it's just this.
Yep, cut. And
Like
cut.
the light green.
Yep, and then after that you cut them up into a bunch of little rings,
Okay.
and they fall apart, kind of like a big green onion.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm melting the butter, and then it says to throw this in. It's supposed to be the shallots, but we're doing the leek. I just washed it, and it says cut off the dark green part. It's probably gonna be yummy though. Smell it?
I like
Yeah.
I like what is it
Leek.
called? I like
L-E-E-K. Yeah.
leek.
Yeah, it kind of smells like a green onion, but like thicker. Like it smells healthier. Which I'm kind of excited about using this. But just know this is a slightly off recipe thing. Unfortunately. Which I think this is actually the only off recipe thing we're doing. Everything else is exactly on recipe.
What?
Look, they kind of look satisfying too. You see this?
Yes. I like leek. You got garlic, right?
Got what?
Garlic.
Yes, that's right. We had that from before.
Okay.
Can you turn that down, actually?
Yeah.
The butter's melted. I don't want it to burn. Put it down to like a 0 or 1.
There we go. It's low.
Yeah, so I mean, like, shallots are going to be a lot thicker, but this is going to have a different flavor that's going to, be interesting for us.
What you looking at? See much, can you? You can't touch. Okay. And then you can cut the garlic
while the shallots cook in there.
Okay, so I throw
2
them in
minutes.
now with the butter.
Yes.
Okay.
Add the shallots and cook for 2 minutes. I'll get the timer.
Yes, thank you.
Then you need to cut up your garlic cloves while
Okay.
that's happening.
How many do I need?
2.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for writing that down. You can start the timer.
2 minutes.
And then I need to
Garlic
do
cloves,
this.
go, 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 go.
You said
go.
2. Okay.
Yes.
So you do garlic clove. I've done this many times before. So you take one, and you take the second one. They're kind of like in there. You kind of have to like break them apart.
You have 1 minute and 41 seconds.
Oh no!
Go,
This is
go,
a big
go,
one.
go, go.
That's probably good though. We like
Yeah.
garlic. So.
Yeah.
So you basically we take off this outer layer, but first to do it easier, you take off this like bud or the one that was connecting to the main part. So you cut that out because that's the very bitter part. You do the same for the small one. And then you also cut the edge off for the tail. And then that should make basically the skin come off really, really easily. And this is elephant garlic, so it's kind of thick. It's kind of huge compared to regular garlic. Okay, so now that all the skin is off, and then now we just cut it up into really tiny, tiny bits. I'm actually going to throw away junk first, so it doesn't get in my garlic.
Nice. You got 42 seconds.
Until I can add it?
Yes.
Okay. I might just take it off the heat at that time. I don't have the time. You can be over here in the corner on the camera. How are you going to put it in? You don't want to put it on there anymore? Okay.
Right there. Just probably more.
Maybe she needs to be resituated.
Was that fun? Was that fun?
She had a little cameo on screen. Okay, can you pull that off the heat? Yeah, thank you. You can turn it off too.
Okay. Okay, once you add that, we cook for an additional 2 minutes.
Okay.
Then it says, add the saffron and a quart of stock and bring to a boil.
You want to measure some things out for me?
Yeah.
Unless you think Claire needs to be.
What she wants right now. She got fed, she got held.
Okay, Claire.
I'm very confused.
She might just need to settle.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just takes a second to be comfortable where she's at.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's very tiny. Good job.
Good job, you.
Yeah, good job myself. I got one more to go. Okay, Clara. I'm watching you. You're safe. You got food that you needed. You can be comfy just sitting there sometimes.
Okay. Oh, not 1 cup. I needed a quart. Ooh, how many cups are in a quart? I want to say maybe 2.
Can you look it up?
Hey Siri.
It's only my voice. Hey Siri, how many cups are in a quart?
4. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 cups of these. Alright, now an additional 2 minutes to cook.
Yeah, wait a second till I.
Okay. Is this quart though?
So what? Chicken.
32 ounces.
Chicken broth. I have 2.
Oh, it's okay, so it's this whole thing.
I have 2 of them, by the way, in case we needed more. I thought.
Okay, so we need to add this whole thing. Plus the cup that I just... Yeah. Oops.
You can also put her in the room if you want.
Yeah, maybe she's tired, but she can't sleep.
Okay. Okay, so where are we at? Well, I'm gonna start the timer for 2 minutes. Yep, that's
And
cooking.
then you have that fork, and you need to add
This and this.
Yeah.
Okay. Pinch of saffron.
a pinch.
A pinch. That's good because it looks weird. It's like little pepper shavings.
I'm gonna prepare some formula, just something to do. I think this
Wasn't enough?
not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the saffron. It's in this tiny little package. It's kind of weird. I've never used it before. Product of Spain. I hope it's in its own little container with the lid because it's in such a weird like. Okay, it is. And like a little petri dish. So add shallots, cook, add garlic, cook, and then add saffron, add stock. Pour orzo and cook for 10 minutes. Okay, how much orzo do we need? We're going to need 12 ounces of orzo. Oh no. Oh my gosh, we use all of this orzo. Okay, that's done. So now we add the chicken stock and we add the saffron. Chicken stock. Double check. A lot of chicken stock in this container. Oh, my pan is big enough for like this whole thing of orzo here. And we need a pinch of saffron. Has a very strange smell. There we go, we have added saffron. I guess that it's smelling more now that it's getting cooked. Maybe I'll put it back in its little. Okay, so it says bring to a boil and then add the orzo and cook for 10 minutes. So this counts for 14 ounces. There's 8 ounces in a cup. So it's a cup and a half essentially. So let me dump this out. Now, what about the rest of the butter? Do I got that? Okay, we add the remaining butter at the end. Okay, just double checking. Yeah, so 1.5 cups of orzo after this is boiling. So actually, this unpack. Mix it all up. It's smelling pretty good so far, honestly. I'm a little confused. So this says 14 ounces of orzo. So on this orzo packet, it says net weight 26.5 ounces for this whole thing. It also says 1 pound, 10 ounces. So I think about half of this is all the orzo I need. So I might just throw in half of this. Because that sounds probably good. Okay, so it's boiling. I don't want it to overboil. I'm going to add half of the orzo. A little bit more. It's about half, right? Slightly more? Okay, there we go. Half the orzo. Mix it all up. Do not want this to boil. But then we cook for... We cook for 10 minutes. Or until the al dente, stirring occasion. Okay, put it up on heat. 10 minutes starting now. I'll take a photo. It's looking pretty cool. I'll just post it, no context. is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go double check on Kira real quick. One second. Okay, we're back. The orzo's looking pretty good. I mean, the chicken broth boiled down really, really nicely. It's kind of like a pile of orzo in some liquid now, when it was kind of like covered in liquid from the beginning. So let's check the timer on that. We have 4.5 minutes left. Let's see, and then so we're gonna remove meatballs from the fridge, lightly coat each one with flour. Okay. And it says we're gonna need 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, which we have here. So let me just pull them out early from the fridge because they're kind of cold. And we're going to coat each one with flour. I wonder what the best way to do that is. I think the fridge was a nice touch because now they're kind of firmed up from before. It says, lightly coat each one with flour. Place in a large non-stick frying pan over high heat. When hot, pour over the olive oil, add meatballs, cook until golden brown. Okay, so on the side, we're gonna be cooking these meatballs in this pan here. And how much olive oil do we need? 1 tablespoon only. That's a very low amount. Let's go ahead and wash this one out. One tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're going to turn this on so it starts getting warm. Mix the orzo. So orzo is apparently rice-shaped pasta. So it's still pasta technically, but it's just created in the shape of rice. So that kind of influences how it's cooked and how it turns out. So we have the olive oil cooking. We need to now coat each of these in a little bit of all-purpose flour. So I think I have a little like paintbrush tool we can use for that. Maybe this. I'll try this. I feel like it's not gonna work. So let's try to use this. I think we're done with the garlic, by the way, so let me put that away. Over there. Okay. You know, maybe it's easy if I put this in a bowl and then just kind of like add each one to the bowl, lightly coat it, put it back on the tray. Let's try that. So in total, we need 1/2 cup. Here is 1/2 cup. Let's just throw all this in the bowl. Mix the orzo. And then we're going to lightly coat each one. So actually, I don't think I need any tools. If I just roll it one time, it's lightly coated. So I'm going to throw it back there. Yeah, that works. I'm going to put this back. And put that there. And the orzo timer is just about to run out as well. So I may need to pause and tend to that. Stop. Okay, so once that's done, so I may have used 1 cup too much, did I? It says to use a quart of chicken stock, but we also need 1 cup on top of it. So I need to get a cup from the other container. Okay. So I was confused because I added them both to the first one. I was like, did I make a mistake? And I was rereading. Yeah, okay. I was about to be like, what the heck? What's going on? Okay, this is gonna overcook, so I'm gonna turn it off. Take it off. The orzo's looking really good. Okay, so let's get another cup here. We're gonna put chicken broth. And that's after we add the meatballs and make them golden brown. Okay, let's put that to the side. I was just trying to look ahead to see if I needed to do anything like mixing the meatballs with the orzo. Let's see. So I cooked that. And essentially it makes a sauce. So I stir in the oregano after the orzo is ready. And I add the Parmesan and remaining butter, season, and then I basically just put that in a bowl and then put the meatballs on top. Okay, so I need to focus on coating these meatballs real quick, and then I can start cooking them. And so I'll just leave. Oh yeah, I'll leave the orzo there as is. Maybe I can throw a lid on it. Yeah, let's throw a lid on it so it stays warm. There we go. So we're gonna coat all these meatballs. Okay, we have half of the original 24 coated. I've never made meatballs this way before. I think I've made them once or twice in the past, but it's always been super simple. I think one time I used breadcrumbs, but it was like the meat and the breadcrumbs and like that's it, and you just kind of cook them. But this seems like a lot of extra fancy steps involved, which I think is going to turn out to be pretty good. It's pretty nice because I put it in this bowl, the flour. I can kind of just roll the meatball around, and it gets lightly coated pretty easily. Toot, toot. Coated. These kind of look like donut bites now. How's baby doing? Almost done. That's good. Baby's so extra hungry. Right when we start streaming. It's like she's completely fine, for hours. And then suddenly she demands 2 full bottles of formula or milk. Very unlucky timing. But that is okay. We can switch spots and I can feed her if you want. Maybe next time? Yeah, we take turns. Okay, next time it will be Kira cooking. If Clara demands to be fed early before the meal is ready. Good. These are looking really good. I kind of like how the bigger ones look, honestly. Like they look a little bit better. A little bit more appetizing. I kind of want you to see these meatballs before I cook them. If you could. Yeah, they're all coated now. They're lightly coated with the flour. Yeah, I can do that. I'll take another photo. I took one and sent it to the Discord earlier. I'll send it to you. Oh no. You want me to run in there? Okay, let me go share. Share this photo. One second. Okay. Showed the photo to Kira. We're now going to start cooking the meatballs. So let's see. I have lightly coated each of them with flour. I need to place in a non-stick frying pan over high heat. Oh, high heat. Okay, well this has been heating up at like low. I'm gonna throw it on high, like 8 out of 10. And we're gonna place on high heat. When hot, pour olive oil, add the meatballs, cook until golden brown all over. Okay. So I'm just going to, what am I gonna use to? I might use the tongs so I can pick up each one quickly. Let's try it. The olive oil's in, we're gonna start cooking. It says to basically throw them all in, so I'm gonna do that. Although I'm not sure about the strategy of cooking these, like maybe I'll roll around a little bit just so they all get a little bit of olive oil. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to like remove their coating of the flour too much, but I think it's gonna happen either way. Okay, after those are done, I'm gonna place them on a plate. On a big plate over here, and then I'm gonna cook the bigger ones like as a round 2. Might even add a little bit more olive oil before we do that. Okay, so then after we've cooked and the meatballs are golden brown all over, I pour 1 chicken stock into the pan, bring to a simmer, cook meatballs for 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and pour this to get it ready. Nice. That's 1 cup ready to go. Put this to the side. Move these around. Yeah, and I kind of want to cook these big ones too. But I'm supposed to add the chicken stock. You know what I could do? I could get a second pan going and do that. So maybe I'll do that real quick. Yeah, let's do that. Turn this on high. I need some olive oil as well. Okay, they're getting close. We have some little cook spots on them now. And we have this extra pan going. I'm gonna cook the bigger ones in that one right now. Okay, so these are golden brown all over. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken stock. Turn on the fan as well. Turn down the heat. So the instructions say 5 minutes. Let's go with 5 minutes. There we go. Put it back to like immediately. Okay. And then I probably want to get some more chicken stock ready for the big ones too. There we go. Very glad I got 2 full containers of chicken stock. Nice. I like that they have you cook it in some liquid as well, because it's kind of like your insurance, just to make sure you don't undercook them and then like cause some sickness. They make you cook them a little bit in the pan so you get them all browned up, and then you 100% take care of the rest with the chicken broth. Okay, the big batch is almost done. We have 2 minutes, 40 seconds. So once we do all of that, and then when the orzo is ready, stir in the oregano, add Parmesan, and remaining butter. So the orzo is ready right now. So how many? 3/4 ounces Parmesan and 2 tablespoons of oregano. So let's do that. Okay, might as well add the chicken stock to this one over here as well. So we are adding the remaining butter. And 2 tablespoons of oregano. Okay. So 2 tablespoons of this. Where's some over here? And then that maybe. What did you say? Sorry. Okay. Hey, we have a baby here now. He's part of the cooking. Okay, so we have 2 of these. One.
oregano.
Into the orzo.
Then add the Parmesan.
Yeah. How much Parmesan? 3/4 ounces. So that's a small amount. An ounce is like pretty small. It's like a sugar cube, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So, oh yeah, it's over here. I'm just gonna sprinkle some in.
Timer for the
Or then these are
nice.
into a little more. Because we like it. And we mix that up. Melting some extra butter in here. So after those are done, what does it say? And you get kind of like the sauce that they're doing.
Season to taste and serve in warm bowls. Okay.
Yeah, we're basically almost ready. Once I get the orzo done, and I'm gonna, I guess, turn this off. And then I'm gonna put this in, the butter,
You're doing awesome.
and then it's seasoning.
So much multitasking.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's going great. I'm having fun.
Wish I could. Oh.
Some people popped in and out for a second, but they didn't say anything. That's okay. Look at all this orzo. Look how much is here.
It's a lot. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
right?
It looks so yummy.
It's pasta, so
Yeah, I'm so excited.
yummy, yummy pasta. I think the leek is gonna be a great choice for a substitute. I had some options, but the leek is the one that kind of called to me. So, we're done with this one. Here. And these big balls are about to be done quick too. Although I think our winners are basically small here. They look like they turned out like perfect.
Yeah.
But they don't look like they had it. And I'm gonna overcook. I honestly probably just need more chicken stock in it. I only use half a ton. I'm just gonna use a little bit more while they're cooling down.
Whoa.
Put his hands on to it.
Big steam. I don't think we have fire.
That's good.
I think we do.
That's good. We're not gonna start any fires. We have a fire extinguisher somewhere, I think.
We do.
Okay. So the balls are ready. The orzo needs a little bit more mixing, I think. Maybe put this to the side. So we put in the oregano and put in the butter. Mix it all in. Okay. So the next step, Parmesan, butter, season. Serve in warm bowls with turkey meatballs and then some extra Parmesan on top. Ooh.
Yay! More cheese, please.
More cheese. Okay, so this is done with that. I was gonna put the balls in here, but I'm not. Well, it was stuck to the. I think there's the moisture stuck. Okay. So now we can add the orzo in a bowl.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
Get it now. And you can see some of the saffron in there too. Little red flakes. I was actually smelling really good once it started to get cooking. Yeah, you can kind of taste, or I can kind of smell the saffron coming out. Okay, so we have these two bowls. I'll go ahead and put it up to the camera a little bit.
Looks yummy.
Okay, that's visible right there. I'm gonna add the meatballs.
So good.
Maybe get mixed up a little bit. So these are a little over.
That's okay.
Slightly, but I think they're gonna be good. The heat's already on. Then we're gonna add some meatballs.
Yummy.
Hopefully they're done in the middle. I didn't superchar them on the outside, but they got a lot of boiling. I think we're gonna like it with like extra meatball anyways. I'm gonna do more than what the photo showed. Because we made extra meatballs anyway. So.
Yeah.
Looks good?
Mm.
Is that good?
Very,
One more here.
very nice. Very funny.
Well, and that's all sitting. We're good to go. I'm done with the lid. Do this here for a bit. And these are all good to sit. And I'm gonna get a little bit of cheese on top.
Cheese. Thank you.
This is kind of seeming like a slightly Italian dish, right? Because we got the Parmesan cheese, what? And oregano, yeah.
Oh.
We got the cheese and we got the oregano. But we like Italian. Okay. Well, we are basically ready to eat. Let's get some chairs over here. You can stay standing.
Let me go leave her down, actually. I think she'll have another 5 minutes.
Okay.
She's okay. If not, I will go get food.
Yeah, I'll clean this plate so we can take some bites. Lately, I've been using Windex to clean everything, and it's been pretty nice, actually. I heard that Windex is like the strongest cleaner because it does the most things. You know, because it's like, it can clean surfaces, it slightly disinfects, it also removes dust really, really well. So like as far as like efficiency of a cleaner, ooh, I made some on the laptop, but we're good. Efficiency of a cleaner, it does a really good job of just like I can just apply it to like any surface, any situation, and it performs pretty well. Like it doesn't just, you know, it doesn't get too foamy. It doesn't like get in the way. Take your chair. I'm gonna go get mine.
Guys were very
Sleepy looking.
sleepy and puffy from crying.
Oh no. She's not having the best day today. She was having a good day yesterday. Until the night. It was really crazy. That's normal. She's going through growing and a lot of bodily changes and whatnot. Here's your bowl.
Thank you.
That's my bowl.
Thank you.
Okay. Yo, Moku K, welcome back. You'll have to get some Windex, thanks. We are having an amazing day. Thank you for chiming in and listening. Are you actually from, I think you are. Let me double check. Are you from Slinky Graves' stream by chance? Is that where I know you? I've heard your name before. He is. Awesome. Okay.
I don't know who that
Marco.
Oh.
Yeah, they're from Marco's
Okay.
stream.
Oh, okay.
How did you find me, if I dare ask? You
You dared.
want to say a quick prayer?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal that Jack made for us today. I did try to help, but that's okay. It looks very yummy. Please let it fulfill and nourish our bodies until next we eat. Amen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, did Marco mention me by chance, or was it, just a happenstance? I know I'm in his Discord here and there, like I'll respond to stuff, or I'll comment on things, or I'll pop in the chat and say hi sometimes. Try your food.
Nom nom.
You try your drink first.
Nom nom.
Let me open one of these meatballs. Okay, they look cooked. I think you're safe. Yummy. Awesome. Okay. Oh, okay, so just Discord told you I was streaming. That's cool. Yeah, I think you're like one of Slinky's most mentioned people. Like whenever I pop in, he's constantly talking to you. So that's pretty cool. I'm not caught up on who he's like had modded for his channel or anything. And I don't know how far back you've been watching his channel, but me and him actually used to stream together like 3 years ago or so. We used to stream Smash Bros. For probably like over a year, actually. So me and him were co-streamers for a long time. And then I took a break from it and kind of moved out of the state and whatnot. So I finally got resituated, so I decided to just start it back up again to see how it would go, And now I can do my own thing, I can focus on whatever's fun for me. So we do cooking stream every Sundays. And then we do games and we do projects and stuff like that. Like right now we're working on creating a song for the stream. You're gonna go check on the baby? Okay. We also have a baby, by the way, so she likes to interrupt the stream and make herself known, very often. But you've been a fan for about a year. Mentorship dynamic. Yeah, we streamed for a long time together, and we've been good friends since.
She's okay, she has hiccups.
Oh, okay. We've been good friends since about 6th grade. Oh,
Ow.
careful! Did you hit the little knob?
I did.
Oh no! We're sitting on the wrong side of the counter, so this is like we have just a wall down here. I'm thinking of like squatting on my chair. But yeah, we've been good friends for a long time. So I'm really glad that his channel and his Discord and everything has been growing the way it has been, Pretty nice that something that we worked on and something that he was really passionate about from the very beginning worked out. We actually started streaming it was one of the newest Pokemon games that came out. It was me, him, and 2 other of our roommates that we were trying to be super serious about. And all 4 of us would be on stream, all in the same game. Basically, like, being very rambunctious and, like, being dumb and, like, making a lot of comments and, like, joking. But the main issue is that the other 2 people weren't really super committed. Like, Marco and I were like, yes, let's do this every week or 2 times a week. Let's just get it done. But then the other 2 roommates were kind of like, they would want to cancel stream, or they would want to be like, oh, you guys do it without me. And so it was kind of like, oh, we kind of anticipated having all 4 of us here, and then it would just be Marco and I. And after like several months of it just being Marco and I, we were kind of like, maybe it should just be a 2-person show, and then we can just have the other people pop in and out, depending on how they feel that day, kind of situation. Which ended up being the way that it worked out. And then over time, they were less inclined to even hop in at all, right? They were just like, okay, it's not my thing, like they're doing it. So it ended up just being the Marco and I show for a long time. And then the branding was essentially just Marco, and then I was kind of like the co-host, So that's kind of like the vibe we always gave off, which is completely fine. Yeah, it was super frustrating in the beginning. But we were determined to make it work. Actually, Marco was very I don't know if I want to like give him away. He's doing great now. Hold on, let me adjust my chair. He's doing great now, but he was very like anti show his camera, show his face. And I was very adamant, like, you need to show your face, like, especially when you're new. And some people completely disagree with me, which is fine. Some people actually do really, really well off of just their content and their voice and their personality kind of interjected through their voice. But for me, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you grow and you're planning on getting big, you're gonna have to show your face eventually anyway. So I'm like, either commit now and just show your face and get used to it, or, or just accept even slower growth. It was my idea. So over time, I convinced him. I'm like, it's just you. Like, you can't change who you are in that moment. So we eventually showed our face. I mean, it was obviously awkward for both of us, but I at least knew it was like, okay, like it's something that needs to happen eventually. So. But yeah, like I appreciate the Smash Bro days. It was fun. Definitely got me out of my shell a little bit more. Many years ago. Helped me out. But I'm glad he's doing his Splatoon stuff. Seems like he's been enjoying it lately. It was a little bit of a strange transition, I think, like from Smash Bros to Splatoon, because I think his community members were all about Smash Bros for a bit. Sorry, I'm talking a lot and you're not having much to say back.
That's okay.
I assume Moku's listening, so giving him some background lore about Slinky Graves that he might not have known about. But the food is pretty good. The meatballs have a lot of flavor. I haven't even really tried like just the orzo. When can we get a fridge tour?
Fridge. Is that like in reference to Gordon Ramsay searching fridges?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. He's gonna like tear us apart and be like, this has been here for months. That might be a good idea. Our fridge is not that exciting though.
We have cheese sticks, apple juice. Yeah, it's not fully stocked.
Yeah, we bought the ingredients for this stream yesterday. I don't know if that tells you anything, but our shopping days are Saturday, so I mean, we got a little bit of things, but we kind of just like, we don't plan a ton. Any ice cream? I do. I have a recommendation for ice cream if you don't know this brand. But yes, Moku, we are the last 2, 3, 4 weeks now, I think. We've been streaming every Saturday for a cooking stream. Sunday, my bad.
Sunday.
Every Sunday, Sunday for cooking. And I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think Marco's stream schedule is kind of similar, actually. But it just works out easier for me.
1
Yeah,
PM?
yeah, let me show you my ice cream. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, talk over. Every Sunday we're doing cooking stream on 1 p.m. This is my ice cream recommendation. Okay, it is Blue Bunny Terrific Cheesecake. Let me show it up to the camera there. You can see it. But
Blue Bunny.
yes, it's low-key good. Like, I don't know if you see it at your local store, wherever you may be located at. But the thing that makes this ice cream better for me is that the texture is soft, a lot softer. Like right off the gate, you can freeze it for like weeks, not eat it, and whenever you go to eat it again, it's soft. You love it? Okay, I think you understand then. Like other ice creams are like twice as thick at least. So if you try to grab a scoop or if you try to put it in your bowl, for me, and I think for you as well, Kira prefers melted ice cream. She's even more extreme on the spectrum of like how the texture works. But I'm kind of similar. Like if it's too thick, I'm kind of like it takes me forever to eat into it. I kind of have to wait until it softens. But Blue Bunny is kind of like it's already soft, but it's still not melted. So it's kind of like the pistachio flavor is really good as well. Most of their flavors are pretty good. The best thing about them is the texture for me. And I assume other people probably think the same, but I don't think everybody knows about this brand, which is kind of why I kind of pulled it out right now. Yeah, Moku, so we're doing cooking streaming on Sunday, and then we do games and we do variety. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Friday Friday, Kira and I did an Overcooked 2 stream. And that was a lot of fun. We also did a little bit of drinking during that stream. So it was a little bit of like off the rails. I had some other family members join in through voice chat. And it was a lot of fun. They had played it, and Kira and I, it was our first time playing it ever. So it's kind of like, and we just kept picking random stages. So every time we'd load into a new game, all of the materials and like where to put stuff and what to do would be completely rearranged. I don't know if you know about the game. It's essentially like somebody, a bunch of random people are ordering stuff, and you have to make it in order as soon as possible, or else they get angry and leave. And it's on a timer. So if you lose too many orders, you kind of just lose the game. But if you keep it going, then you can keep the game extended longer. There's even one mode, which is pretty cool, where there's kind of like, it's like a zombie survival mode, where the zombies are trying to break in, and they're ordering a food. And so you have to rebuild the barricade on the wall, but you also have to make their order. So if you make their order, they leave for a limited time, and then you're like, okay, cool, that barricade's good to go. I've defeated that zombie. But like, in the meanwhile, there's other barricades in different sections of the map that you need to make orders for them, and so it gets really chaotic, And some zombies are faster than others as well. So if one shows up after, but it's like a quick zombie, it'll tear down your health and you'll lose the game. So it's kind of like you might even have to be cooking an order halfway through and then realize there's a fast zombie at another door, and you have to kind of like switch gears until coordinate with your whole team. By the way, we need we need fish instead of chicken. We're gonna need the pickle instead of the other thing. So it gets very chaotic, and all the ingredients and where to cook them and where to chop them and where to mix them are all in different sections of the map. And there's even some maps with hazards. Like there's a lily pad map where if you run across one time, the lily pads fall down, and then you have to wait for them to come back up, and then you or somebody else can run back over. So it's like maybe all the ovens are in like an island in the corner of the map. So then it's like every time you want to cook something, even if you want to cook more than one thing, you and your teammate have to kind of like take turns running, and it's very common for you and a teammate to run at the same time and then kind of just die. And then you have to respawn in 5 seconds. It's a fun game. I think we would very likely play it again, right?
Mm-hmm. I've kind of wanted to play it by myself, but I haven't had the time yet.
Yeah, we've been busy with the little baby. Did you want some more food?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Are you waiting too long for me to ask you that?
No.
I think the answer is yes.
No, I'm just finished, so you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
How much?
That's good.
That's good? This is
Yeah.
good? Okay. Do you want to try one of the bigger ones?
Yeah.
We made two sets.
Meatball.
Yeah, big meatball.
Big meatball.
We made large meatballs, and we made the recipe intended meatballs. Let me give you some of those.
The recipe intended meatballs are more closely in size to the frozen meatballs that you get at your local store or whatever thing. And then the big meatballs are like the size of like the refrigerated fresh ones.
Like golf balls.
Yeah. And it's still from scratch.
Yep, from scratch. Yeah,
Yeah.
we made these.
Well, you did.
We made these. You balled them.
But you actually put the
You
ingredients
literally
together
made
and
them.
mixed it. I just
You
made
helped.
it round.
You helped.
Hmm.
Even with your texture issue, you helped.
Yeah. Oh, cheese, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Not bad.
cheesy, cheesy.
You can add how much you want.
Thank you. Hmm. I think she's still... Oh, wait, no. She still has hiccups.
Yep. That's a good sign, because she's kind of preoccupied by the hiccups. So the only substitute for this thing that we made was the leek. It wanted... What was it called?
Shallots.
It wanted shallots, but I could not find shallots at the store. For whatever reason. I looked for 10 minutes. Could not find shallots. But I ended up looking online, and it said leeks were kind of similar. Which leeks, I've never cooked with a leek until today, but it's actually kind of like a really big green onion. Like, it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a big, like, I don't know. Looks like a big green carrot almost with like leaves at the top. But is she wanting some food?
She just finished her bottle. I think she just might
Want
be
some
lonely.
attention? Okay. Do you want to just bring her in here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Kira's gonna go get the baby. But yeah, definitely recommend leeks. If you're a fan of green onions, leeks are kind of like the deeper flavor, not as punchy, but it's like a deeper cooked flavor. And they're bigger, so you kind of have to just cut them up into little like tiny cylinders. But yeah, I appreciate you guys asking some questions, being interested in my fridge. Maybe one day we'll do a fridge tour. I think when we're more prepared for maybe like the recipe for next week's thing that we're gonna cook, we will do a fridge tour. Cheap viewers on Streambo, woohoo! We have a baby now. Hello.
He's a baby. She just wanted some company and attention. She just finished a full
Hello.
4 ounces. So then I set her down and she had hiccups. And now she wants attention. Hello.
She has a little piggy onesie.
She's very cute. She just turned 2 months.
Oh, also Squared gave us a follow. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Didn't notice that. I didn't hear the sound. But yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, cooking every Sunday. Oh yeah, so the project I'm working on right now, I have a wheel of ideas or like little mini projects that I'm working on. And I span the wheel, right? I think it was the day after New Year's. I span the wheel.
Spun.
A past tense of spun.
Spun.
I spudded the wheel.
He spinned.
I spick and span my wheel.
Careful.
What? What? Careful about what? Spick and span? That's a term.
Your wheel.
My wheel? That's what I said.
Anyway.
What did you think I said?
No, that's what you said.
What's the
Context
problem?
matters. Spick and span your wheel.
What's your mind thinking?
Nothing.
You're holding a little one too.
It was fun.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, I spick and spun my wheel right after New Year's, I think. The stream after New Year's, I did that. And it landed on my least favorite idea. It's like the hardest one for me to complete, in my opinion, which is, Chef Dog. Where is that emote from? Chef Frank. Chef Frank. We should get some chef emotes. Maybe you can be you in a chef hat or something, or maybe baby in a chef hat.
Okay, that's cute.
That would be cute.
She'd pull it off better.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
You said yeah.
I didn't hear the better part until after I said yeah.
Yeah. No.
I thought you were just saying she could pull it off, and I'm like, she could pull it off. She could pull off a chef hat, a little baby chef hat.
Mm-hmm. Little chef.
Mm-hmm. Chef and baby.
Ratatouille.
Little rat. She's little rat.
Ratatouille.
Oh. I mean, just the word tui sounds like you're spitting.
Ratatouille.
It's like the French for like patou. What is this meatball? Meatball tui. It's like you're just respecting. Putting some spit on that name.
Idiot meatball.
You idiot meatball. You idiot meatball. What was I saying?
Oh.
Or spin the spick and span wheel. I span the spick and span wheel. That's a whole tongue twister. And it landed on I have to create an intro song for the stream slash maybe YouTube for but it has to be related to Clara's sounds. And I have a game slash stream where Kira and I and Clara was there too. We played some, it was like Mario Party and Mario Kart, and the whole time there's Clara making a bunch of little sounds in the background, or maybe she would do a little cry or a little like coo. And even Kira was often responding like, "It's okay, Clara," like little voice things like, "You're doing a good job." I have a bunch of those little sound bites, and I put them all into one audio file. And so it's like a minute long of little segments. So now I'm going to take that, I'm going to put it into FL Studio, which I already have a project going. I had the first stream on that right after New Year's. And I'm going to turn it into an intro video song or intro song. So maybe like, yeah, something.
It's okay, honey.
Uh-huh. Just some dubstep happens. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Wow, wow, wow. See.
Wow, wow, whoopsie. So yeah, it's gonna be a song. It's gonna be a very silly song. I don't know if anyone's interested, let me know, but I might show it if anyone's there while I'm recording and creating the baby's intro song. But my brother used to stream. I don't know if Moku may know this person, Robotron 2000, I think was his stream name.
2000 Tron.
Or RoboFilms. RoboFilms was his stream name.
Films Boro.
Boro Filmo. Dog. Chef Dog.
Chef Dog.
Sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm sure Slinky has mentioned him before. But yeah, my brother Robo Films used to stream for about a year or so. He streamed, I think, literally every day for 7 months, for a long time. And I think at like the 3-month mark, I created a rap song for his stream. And I did it all in one evening. And I literally, like I've never sang or created a song before that time. So I literally had to go in my closet at the time. And, I had a bunch of roommates, including Slinky and RoboFilms, who was streaming in the other room, like across the hall from me or whatever. So I like went to my closet. I put a blanket like on the walls so no one could hear me. And I had a little laptop and a little chair and a little booth in there. And I just kind of, I recorded some little beats that I sampled from another song. And then I just like created a rap song. I worked on the poetry part. And then I made sure it fit in with the song. So I have it recorded and I'm going to share it eventually. But I did send it to Robo during his stream, and he played it on stream, and he was having a decent following at the time when he was really into streaming every single day.
Red
RoboCop? He's not a RoboCop. But yeah, so the song exists, and I'm kind of saving it for a special moment, I think. But it's pretty funny. It actually flows really well. It's like a minute long. It's perfect for an intro for his stream. I'm actually kind of sad that he stopped streaming overall. I feel like he could have. I mean, he already spent so much time on his computer just doing nonsense stuff. Like,
nonsense.
Yeah, like he just plays games, or he like researches a random thing that he's into. He'll be like, he's kind of like one of those people that will like look into woodworking and be like, oh, we'll learn how to build a bench and how to build a table and how to build a couch, all off of like 2x4s. Yeah. And he'll like research that heavily. And then after like a week or two, he will like talk about it nonstop for a while. And I think his personality with how he deep dives into specific topics and then like wants to talk about it constantly. I feel like me, similar to me. Yeah, I'll deep dive into certain topics and then I'll be on that new wave for a bit. Like if it's like a new song or a new idea, you know, sometimes it's business related, sometimes it's not. But yeah, I'm similar, but he's like that, but more extreme. Where like he'll be with like random friends. We go rock climbing, or in the past we used to go all the time, and he would just constantly talk about whatever he was interested in at the time. You know, he'd be like, you know, he'd be like, oh yeah, like, you know, the things going on in Ukraine is crazy, and he'll just talk about that constantly. He just knows everything about it. And then the next week it'll be like,
No
oh,
snowflake is the same, man.
I thought snowflakes were different. They're actually the same. Yeah, it'll literally be a random topic. But I think that personality and that deep dive into random quirky stuff is perfect personality for streaming. Because then you learn about it and you kind of show it on your screen while you're streaming. And then it's kind of like what Ludwig does right now. He's been watching this, which I'm actually kind of interested in doing. I was going to ask you about this, but maybe I can ask you about it now since we're on stream.
Okay.
He is watching this thing, which it's a card/phone game where you travel somewhere and it's hide and seek.
Monopoly. Oh.
It's hide and seek. No, Monopoly's boring. No one likes Monopoly. He's been watching these three guys. They do hide and seek. And one guy is running away and hiding. And they're doing it in Japan, by the way. And then the other two guys are finding him. One of the guys is actually finding, and the other guy is like the assistant to help the finder communicate with the seeker. So they can do things officially, like they can use certain actions, like tell me if you're in 50 miles from me right now. And they can send that, but it has a cost. Like if they send that, he has to do it within 15 minutes, but then he gets to draw cards from his deck. And cards from his deck are like 15 bonus minutes at the end of his time, or they're like curses. They like make the seekers do something. Like take a vacation at this specific location, get a souvenir, which delays them from finding the person that's hiding.
I was like, that's not a curse.
It's a curse because
okay.
you're trying to find the person hiding as fast as possible. So the curses could do things that delay you from finding the person that's hiding. It'll like you have to visit this specific like historical place, which might derail them from their original track, and then they have to go back on track, you know. So it's a pretty cool game. They're doing it in Japan. They're just constantly taking turns. There's like many episodes of them. Like once one of them is found, they literally have the next guy in line be like, okay, bye-bye, you know, go ahead and start running. You have 3.5 hours. And then he'll just run, and like it'll just clip hit to wherever he's at and be like, okay, it's 12 midnight. I'm here. And then they'll start the journey again the next day, you know, with however much time he had to run. But it's cool. They have a whole deck of cards pre-built that, you know, if the seekers pay for actions, which are basically questions to the person that's hiding, then the person that's hiding has to respond and then interact with the seekers, but only through that limited way. Like some of the things are like, take a photo of the tallest building near you right now.
Eiffel Tower.
It's wherever you're at. So sometimes the people that are hiding are being strategic, and they will stay in a forest. And then they'll ask the question, send me the photo of your tallest building. And they're like, haha, no tallest building. So they just send a random photo of like a tree. And they're like, well, that doesn't help us, right? Or they're in a populated place, and it's like, oh, now I have to take a photo. And then maybe it's like a landmark. And they're like, oh, I know where they're at. I know which town that's in, you know? So, you know, there's strategies on both sides. So it's kind of fun to watch. But Ludwig I think he's considering doing that with his friends, like playing the game that these guys are playing. But they invented the game, and they're playing it as their whole channel. Their whole channel is just to play the game, and each person has their own camera, essentially, and they talk to the camera. Like even the person hiding by themselves, they're like, okay, I'm picking this location because it's strategic. I think they're going to look here, but I'm actually going to be here. You know, on Google Maps, the path starts here, but I'm actually entering the opposite way, so then they take the longest amount of time to find me. You know, so they're like explaining their reasonings for hiding and like what they're doing, how they're hanging out, you know? So, would you want to do that with me sometime?
Yes.
Where we can both be the hider and we need like maybe like a couple or like a pair of other people that are the seekers and we
The
take
hidden.
turns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like us two are hiding and then we like basically book it for like 3 hours and then the run officially starts and then the game starts. So then they can ask us questions and if they do, we draw cards which could give us curses or can give us benefits. Like sometimes the benefits are like we can veto a specific question they ask. Yeah. So it's like if they want to know something that's going to really, really help them, we might be like, okay, veto that. And they have to ask a different question instead.
Veto.
So the fact that they put it in the app and in the card game is pretty cool because then it's like you interact with your person that's finding you, but only through limited means. You know, it's like you never really know their location. You can only ask specific questions. Sometimes it's like they have to, sometimes it's like a radar. They're like, okay, I'm doing a radar of this area. Are you within this area? And it's like a really big area. And then they'll answer no. And so then they know that they're like at the south part of Japan or something.
So it's just kind of like 21 questions.
But no, they have to ask limited amount of questions because every time they ask a question, they cause the person that's hiding to draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
And if they draw cards, it could be curses that causes like a lot of extra time spent for the person that's finding them. So you have to strategically ask the right questions. And you also have to kind of like...
Oh, no, I meant the game 21 questions. Where you have to ask.
We have to narrow down where they're at.
Yeah.
Kind of,
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
Sorry, I misunderstood your question.
Okay. I just live here.
We both live here.
With the baby. Yeah, I'll play that with you.
That would be fun, but we'd have to travel.
Why?
That's the whole game. It's hide and seek.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like digitally.
It's physically hide and seek. We'd have to go to. They're doing it. They're doing it in Japan, so it's safe everywhere to go.
That was like digital Japan.
They literally are there.
Oh.
They're literally running around and finding each other.
Oh my gosh, that's
why it's fun to watch them because they're like, well, Japan's super safe, and there's rules like you can only travel on major trails that are on Google Maps, right? Like if your trail is not visible on Google Maps, you can't go down that path.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're deciding to hide somewhere and you're like, and you have to check the map, it's like, oh, I can't go there because that's too obscure. You know, it's too weird. And you can't go to places that are closed. You can't go to places that are like off limits, stuff like that. Like you can't hide in someone's backyard and then never be found. I think you have to hide within 10 feet of a like an actual path on Google Maps. So even if you're on the path, you can go 10 feet off the side, maybe like hide behind a tree or like hide in a little structure or something. So they have to actually find you, somewhat.
I need to change your diaper.
Do you want me to? You want to eat your food some more?
No, I'm getting full.
Okay.
I didn't need to change it, but I.
I've been talking a lot. You want to talk to the chat for a bit?
I don't have anything to say. The food is good.
The food is really
I mean, I
good.
wish there was a little bit more flavor in the orzo to match the flavorfulness of the meatballs, but I think that may have something to do with the using the leek instead of the scallop.
I think I agree. Yeah.
It just seemed a little bit too light.
Mm-hmm.
It's still flavor, but not enough to match the meatballs. Okay, well, you hold her.
But overall, it's so good. Like the texture, consistency. I'm gonna go change her.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
You interact with chat for a bit. I've been talking for way too much. Not too much. I've been entertaining and talking about stories and stuff. But
Happy story.
hello. What's up? She's been interacting with us more and more as time goes on. It's so cute. You can now talk to her and she'll like give you the eyebrows and she'll like furrow her brow and be angry, or she'll smile, give you like the wonder eyes. Hello. Hey. Or talk. Sometimes she'll try to talk. Hi. You got something to say?
He said
She tried. Can you say dada? On stream? She tried. Say dada? Dada? Or hungry? Your favorite word? Hungry?
We're not hungry right now.
She tried.
Her face is in that, like,
She's thinking
that
about
shape.
it.
Yeah.
Hello? Hi.
Baby girl.
I think the monitor or the mic can hear her. Hello? Hello? She trying. Hi. So adorable. She sounds just like a sweetie. Aww.
Oh, thank
She
you. She is.
she really is. She's just smiling, looking at me, waiting for her turn to say something, and then she's like, eh. She'll just make little sounds. So
She's trying.
she's practicing. She hasn't said her first word or anything yet, so she just makes little sounds, interacts with us. Okay, I'll go change her real quick. You entertain the people.
Okay.
I'm glad you like the baby also.
Lean over to see chat. Yeah. Yeah. She's she likes the sound of her voice. Usually when she tries to coo or actually use her voice and not through her nose, her lips will go in a weird like they'll curl back a little bit, I guess you could say, and she'll smile. And she'll say something and then she'll smile even more. As if she thinks that curling her lips is what makes the sound, but it's not. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. It happens, I think, I'd say maybe at least, yeah, I'd say it happens, maybe at least once a day. Sometimes it'll happen with me when I get up to, feed her, like 4 a.m., 7 a.m., just when she's half awake, half drowsy, and ready to eat. Sometimes she'll do that before food. Sometimes I'm not even there and she's with Jack, and I'll be so jealous because like, oh, I want to see her, but I have to sleep. Like it's pretty cool. She's doing good though. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just here. I'm already full though. The turkey meatballs were very filling. Um, yeah. I kind of wish that I was able to make a little bit more of this. That cookbook in particular, I really like compared to the Italian cookbook. The Italian cookbook, it gives the ingredients, but then it'll. Oh, what's your favorite food to cook? Pasta! My favorite food is pasta. To eat in general, but that's also my favorite to cook because it's so simple. I'm definitely a carbs girl. I like my pasta, my grains, bread, like all that good stuff. Yeah, the Italian cookbook, it gives it in like milliliters and kilograms and all that stuff. So I'm constantly having to convert that into measurements that I'm aware of. And unless you read through the recipe, you need like 5 mixing bowls and a big mixer and 3 pans. And yeah, there's just some stuff that we may not have handy or available. But this cookbook from Gordon Ramsay, it was really simple. I read through the recipe and it literally only used 3 items, like a mixing bowl and 2 pans. And I'm like, we have that. That's super easy. And these ingredients, they're really clear, really crisp. Half cup of this, half cup of that, 4 cups of this. Just really, really simple.
And you like the measurement part too,
I
right?
did. That's why I was a little disappointed I couldn't help at first because of feeding her and making sure she was okay. So I really enjoyed the measuring, not the actual cooking per se or the
Multitasking
meatball
part.
thing or multitasking, but I like measuring things out and making sure they're set up ahead of time and that one and setting the timer. That's fun for me. For the actual cooking.
Yeah, timers are fun.
Yeah. Kept them entertained.
Good job.
Thank you.
Now you can eat some more
Wow.
orzo.
Mm-hmm.
Literally first time we've ever made orzo or handmade meatballs or anything similar. First time I used a leek, which is a vegetable. I don't know if you didn't know. It's like a big, thick vegetable. So pretty cool.
I like it though.
Yeah, I do very much like it. I would make this again. I'm just holding Clara here in my lap. Let's see if I can eat while I'm doing this.
I can do it. You can do it.
Drop some food all over her.
No. Is she a clean girl?
Hmm.
Yay. Did you have a stinky time?
She did have a lot to contribute today.
Oh, jeez.
Deposit was very large. She had been putting in extra work to make extra money. Yeah, the turkey part is a good touch too for the meal. Careful. You're chilling. Well,
What's your favorite food to cook?
to cook or just to eat?
To cook.
I don't know. I like cooking things that are new. Like I enjoy learning and trying new things. So actually, I have like kind of like what we made today. I really enjoy just doing stuff that I've never done before. So if it's something I've done before,
Yay!
burp.
Good job. She's like,
yeah, I feel like waddled. If it's something I've done before, I do still like refining the process, and trying to improve from the time before. Like, I think with this, I would probably want to make sure the lemon zest was done 100% correct instead of just peeling off the skin and chopping it up. Because I think if we had the actual zester tool, I might be able to taste a little bit more lemon in the orzo. So I do like iterating to make things better. But like I just had a lot of fun like using whatever knowledge I currently had to just make this one work and make it taste good. And I'm really glad that it did turn out edible and very good. So, what's up? Well, my favorite food to eat is steak and pho. So pho is Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
How do you say it?
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese soup, basically. It's a beef broth made with beef and beef bones. And it takes at least 12 hours to make the broth. So they basically extract all the nutrients from the bones, and you have to kind of boil it in a way with also a bunch of like special seasonings. You boil it in a way where you have to skim off the top, or else it'll overboil / it'll cook the ingredients that need to be skimmed off into the broth, which makes it taste worse and bad. Because there's a bunch of like gross stuff in bone marrow and in bones that you don't want to eat. So luckily, when you cook bone marrow and beef broth, all the gross stuff rises to the top, and the nutrients kind of goes in the middle, goes to the bottom. So while you're cooking pho, spelled as PHO, you have to, every hour, you have to skim off the top layer and throw it away. And then you do that for 12 hours, maybe even 24 hours. I think in Vietnam, they do it for literally a full 24 hours. And then the street vendors sell that, and it's like very profitable for them because it's You know, if you do it for that long, that's like the perfect amount of time, 24 hours, for it to taste. You taste the bone. It's kind of like you get the full extraction of all the nutrients out of the bone without having any of the bad things that would taste or be bad for
So
you.
fuzz very good for you.
Yes, it feels. It's like you're getting protein in a liquid. You know, it's like kind of a strange, strong, thick liquid flavor. But when they make it in pho, it's like it tastes so good. You could just drink all the liquid and literally get so much nutrients out of it and hydration as well. You have something to say about her?
Her little hand was just up like she was trying to wave.
Yeah, she was trying to say something, raise her hand, like, it's my turn. Yeah, pho is one of my favorite foods. Steak as well. Which pho is made with steak bones or cow bones. So it is mostly beef derived, just like steak is. Careful. What's up? Hi. She yawned. You tired?
She's also gotten to that stage where she'll be tired and we'll try to put her to sleep, but she'll want to stay awake. Her circadian rhythm is evening out a lot to where she will
Hey.
only feed through the night every 3 hours. She'll be pretty good. I think right now we've got midnight feeding and then either a 3 or 4 a.m. feeding, and then again at around 7, 8 a.m. But that's pretty predictable. And then during the day, when she's more awake, she'll be tired, but she almost has this attitude of, I don't want to go to bed. Like, I want to stay up with you. I want to see what's going on. But she'll be so tired. So, yeah, that's also something that she's been doing a lot of lately.
Mm-hmm.
She'll yawn. I'm like, you're tired. Okay, just stay with me. We'll go to sleep.
Hey.
And she'll force herself to stay awake. No.
Hi.
She's trying to speak.
Be quiet. She's
It's
trying to
so-
speak.
It's so adorable.
Hush, hush, hush. She's trying to say something. Let her speak. Hello? Hi. Where are you trying to go? Toys R Us?
Oh,
Is
they
that where you're
closed,
trying
I
to
think.
go? I know, they went out of business.
Why did they go out of business though?
They
was
sold
so
only
useful.
toys all year round.
Oh yeah, their toys.
A lot of people, it was a
not-
it was a destination place to like visit, but a lot of people, including me and my family, would go, look around, not buy anything and leave. Right? Because it's like, let's go to Toys R Us. And the family would be like, yay. And then we'd look around and be like, prices and what do we want? And it's like, maybe we're just fishing for ideas for Christmas. And it's like, we'd leave, not buy anything. I think a lot of families did the same thing. Where it was like more fun just to go and just see the toys. And sometimes there's little toy demos, you know, you could like pick up a little Nerf gun and like shoot people
Oh,
or whatever it was, you know, like a little race car or something. What's up? She will wait for her turn to talk and then say something.
yeah. I think it takes your brain a little bit to process.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit slower. Oh, but
Hi. What's our favorite hobby? What's your favorite hobby?
I like to watch K-dramas and Chinese dramas.
What are you watching right now?
It's called Sky Castle. Basically, this elite group of families, specifically the mothers, are very competitive and getting their children into elite education to become best doctors and
Elite,
best
elite,
lawyers
elite.
and best education and prosecutors and stuff. And at
High
first,
status.
the high status.
Hmm.
And at first, the episode kind of started off flaky, like, okay, we get it. It's like the typical elite people, the families. They just want their kids to get good grades, get into a good school, and that's it. But within the first episode, spoilers, something really dark and serious happens. And I'm thinking, whoa, so this person's not as much of an airhead as I thought they were. What the? Huh? Like, it's kind of a plot twist, and it's definitely darker. It's interesting.
What's your favorite K-drama? They said, OMG, they like K-dramas too.
I'm trying to think. What it's
Did you like the Pearl one? Is that the one?
no, that's
No?
the Chinese one. Yeah, my ID is Gangnam Beauty. I think that one.
That's
Where-
your favorite?
Yeah, where the girl gets bullied a ton, and then she undergoes this huge transformation.
Oh, I
She
watched
gets
some of
this
that with you. I remember that
sweet,
one.
like new face, and she's actually
remember
pretty
that.
shy and really nice, but now she has to struggle with the difficulties of being a pretty person, and someone's jealous of her, and she's still insecure. Like, it's
Yeah, it's like her mental
Yeah.
is still that of being bullied. I remember that one. We saw several episodes
a
together.
little, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay,
I like
cool.
that one.
That one was cool actually. Because it's like her psychology was like, I'm not popular. I don't deserve this. It was like imposter syndrome. But then she was like struggling with like, okay, I have to act normal. This is my crew. Like, you know, people like to talk to me now. And then she kind of slowly got more bold, you know. And there was that guy that was like drunk all the time or something. Do you remember that guy? The guy that she had a
mean
crush
guy.
on. The tall one.
Oh, the tall, yeah, he drank all the time.
Yeah,
he could
yeah,
hold
because he
his
was
liquor.
so cool. He was
Oh.
so cool. He drank. Oh my gosh. Makes him popular with the ladies.
Get drunk. The other one that I really like, I don't know if it's a K-drama, but I think I've seen two versions so far, or I know of two versions. Story of a germophobic CEO falling in love with a worker girl who works really hard and likes to make things clean, but is also pretty messy, pretty sloppy and stuff, and they kind of meet.
I saw that one a little bit too, or at least I did with you here and there.
I really like the intro version to that song. I'm sure that I could find it somewhere, but the intro I actually downloaded on my phone because it's so catchy.
That was actually the first song you sent me ever before we started dating, actually.
Uh-huh.
I was like, can you send me some music recommendations, you know, because that's kind of like how you test somebody. Like, that's what you ask if you're like, okay, what are they into? You know, what kind of music? What's their vibe? Right? It's like a vibe check question. And you sent me that intro, which I'd never seen the K-drama before. But it was a catchy song, you know, but it wasn't in English. So it made me think, she watches a lot of K-dramas, which is completely fine, you know. K-dramas are cool. I like them as well. But it's not my main hobby. Like, every time you're feeding the baby or having some idle time, you'll get a little bit of progress in your K-drama story. You've been through like 4 of them in the last couple months or so.
Yeah, between feeding her and then pumping and then making sure she stays upright for 15 minutes.
And doing baby dishes and, you know, waiting till she falls asleep. And there's a lot of miscellaneous chores now, you know, with her to make sure she's well taken care of and okay. Gives you a lot of extra free time to do other stuff.
Yeah, and we'll just watch K-dramas together. She won't understand anything. I do try not to let a ton of screen time, though. I found that out the most shocking way. She was interested in the screen while we were watching Arcane, I think it was.
Yeah.
and I was trying to feed her, but I noticed that it was pretty bad because the photos, which you can't really make sense of, like the fast moving things, I'm sure that in her vision right now, it looks really cool to stare at. It would get almost addictive immediately because she would be really, really, really hungry before that, and I'd get ready to feed her, and she would constantly try to turn her head to the side to see it, and she wouldn't multitask, so she would either stare at the screen and then realize how hungry she was and then scream and then eat, but then she would try to look at the TV again, and I'm like, nope, nope,
This is too
no
far.
more, no more
Stop.
screen time. Nope, this isn't happening. You're not gonna get addicted. You're
Yeah.
a newborn. Mm-mm.
Yeah, like her sight is still developing, so it's like these flashy things.
How did we meet? Oh, thank
We are so
you.
cute. Yeah, appreciate that comment.
Okay.
You want to say some of it, and I'll say some of it.
Yeah. Okay, so I came in. Oh, first off, we work at the same company.
Remotely.
Remotely. He worked there before I did for I think 3 years.
Yeah, I've been there 4.5 years now, I think.
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah. And I went in there as a project coordinator. So there was kind of this imbalance of power because he was actually on the team that I was coordinating. And of course, I wasn't expecting to fall for him, but I did. In my mind, it just kind of started out with me asking him questions because he had been there the longest. Well, no, not the longest. Have you been there the longest?
Out of our team? Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
Yes.
he's been there the longest. And
Longer
my
than my
first
manager,
impression-
too.
Yeah, the first impression that I got of him was, oh, he's answering all these questions from the vice president, and he must know a lot of things, so he could probably help me if I needed to learn like what's going on and stuff. So I would go to him for work questions, and then it turned into me venting about work. Then it turned into me venting about my personal life, and then we got into his personal life. And the next thing you know, we actually started connecting, getting to know each other.
Like phone calls and
Exchanging phone
everything.
calls, talking about issues, and next thing you know, we became an item. And luckily for both of us, which I don't think a lot of people can do, up until recently, we were pretty good at separating between personal life and professional. We're really great at working together. We're really great at getting things done and understanding processes and just remaining professional. And keeping that separate from being all lovey-dovey and PDA or whatever that is. That in itself makes me uncomfortable, so that makes it easier to remain professional.
Yeah.
And then just recently, I came back from maternity leave for the company, and it turns out that the CIO had been looking for a way to separate us into different departments, but he wasn't quite sure how to do it the right way because I wasn't doing a bad job in my department, and he needs to stay where he's at because he's useful there too.
Yeah,
but all the
right.
project coordinator roles were kind of taken up. Well, somebody turned in their 2 weeks, and they called me and were basically like, hey, we're going to move you into this other coordinator spot in a different department. So it was kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. They needed somebody to fulfill the role that was going to be really
Vacant.
detailed, really on top of things, really organized, and someone who had experience, but also it gave him the opportunity to separate us like he wanted to. I'm sure that we didn't really cause anything to make it happen. I think he was just trying to avoid a problem with HR.
Like an HR issue.
That would
Yeah.
come down in the future.
Yeah. Because we were working in the same department before getting together and married and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're married, but still, with me being the project coordinator, it's still like that over authority, under authority. Like I have to tell him what to do, but at the same time, I'm not his boss. So
yeah, it's a weird position. It's a weird authority power thing. They're worried about because she has to do the same thing with 2 other people. So it's kind of like I think they're trying to avoid favoritism and other things along those lines. So
Yeah, so it makes
Unfortunate.
sense.
And that's very recent though. Like they did that last week
Yeah.
on
very
Thursday,
recent. And I've been there for
3 days ago,
a year and
and a half or so. Yeah.
more than a year and a half. A year and 9 months, I'd say. It will be 2 years in April. Yeah,
Yeah.
April. So that's how we met.
Yep. Through work, remotely, and then I moved over here from Texas.
He gave up everything for me, and I was so shocked. What?
Wasn't that much?
Are you sure? I'm a walking red flag right
No, you're not.
now. Oh,
What's up?
she's listening to our story.
She is, and she's tired. Do you want to hold her for a sec? I'm gonna bring her
Sure.
bassinet in here.
Yeah.
We've been streaming for almost 3 hours now.
I'm tired.
You're tired, are
I'm
you?
tired too.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then we met in person for the first time almost half a year ago, or a year ago as well. We met in person, and I didn't realize this until I think a little bit later, but I gravitated towards him more than my other teammates. At the moment, I think I only had one other person to talk to. Careful.
Got it for weirdly. Yes. Landing.
Yeah, I just kind of gravitated more towards him. I think he was described as the black sheep of the team. He to put it bluntly, I guess people didn't really find him reliable enough to do work, and that his work ethic just kind of had swings in it, or like they just warned me to watch out for him in my job, and that I really have to be on top of him. And I'm thinking to myself, but there's more to a person than just what you see on the outside. And then it turns out that he was dealing with a ton of internal issues that seeped through into his work. So because of that, I kind of gravitated even more. That he was kind of shy, wasn't really talking to many people either. But because of that, I was like, oh, a lone sheep. I joined the little pack of lone.
The pack of one.
Yeah, that was the in-person thing. And it was fun. And he was a gentleman, and he watched my purse when I had to go to the bathroom.
Such a big moment for you. Actually.
Yes, I was like, will you watch my purse? And he went, of course. And then I walked to the bathroom, I came back, and it was all good.
And all your money was still there, somehow.
I was also almost pretty gone by then too, so I was also, he didn't take advantage of me or anything when I came back and stuff. Like, he's just a good guy. He's a happy-go-lucky good bean.
Woo.
Yep. Good bean too. And she's sleeping now. That's good.
Yeah, I appreciate you listening to our story and asking questions.
That's the most talkative I've been. Like, whoa, I know what to talk about now.
Yeah, we have too much to talk about related to that. I actually have some water. I should probably drink some water.
Me too. But yeah, I finished my bowl.
Good job. Your second bowl. Whoa.
I was hungry. But yeah, this food was good. I'll probably make it again, but I think just to save time, because it did say under 30 minutes, but by the time we actually sat down, I think 2 hours had passed.
Yes, it took us 2 hours to make this.
I think it's just because in his mind and Ramsay's mind, he can just go like he already knows what to do. So if you know it automatically, it can probably take less than 30. But I think if we really wanted something quick, we would go for like would go for the frozen meatballs and just them up and then.
I would not.
Okay, well, if I were cooking this,
I would rather
myself,
make these meatballs were at least twice as good as the frozen ones for me.
or maybe even just refrigerated, not frozen, like pre-made refrigerated.
Yeah, I would just prefer to make these myself.
But then the orzo, I don't know if I would add any special seasoning. I think just regular olive oil, butter, whatever else was
It
cut
wasn't
with
that
the
much.
cheese.
Like-
It was still pretty good.
We added the one vegetable, which happened to be the leek, but it could be this. Oh, what was it?
And the leaf didn't even look that hard to cut. So if I
It was
wanted
so
to,
easy.
I could have.
You could.
Just
It was big.
like a middle thing.
It was just a big,
Okay.
what's it called? Green onion.
Mhm.
So you just cut off the ends, and then you cut up a bunch of little pieces, and then you throw it in.
Mhm.
Super easy. Yeah, no, I would definitely prefer these meatballs to frozen meatballs. And even though it took us extra time to make because we were a little frazzled. The baby needed some
Yeah.
attention, and we had to deal with the stream. Like talking to the stream, making sure things were presentable. There was even some setup ahead of time, right? Even after we went live, we were still somewhat setting up so that the ingredients were on camera. I had to make sure that the title, because I'm also throwing this on YouTube right now. Like it's live on YouTube right now as well. So I had to make, like, when you go live on YouTube, you have to make sure there's a thumbnail there as well. So I kind of had to just technically set everything up. I normally stream in my office over there. So I actually have like a 40-foot USB extension cable coming into the kitchen. And then I have to set all that up. So I think all the extra stream time kind of ended up accounting towards setup, preparation, extra time. So this meal definitely could have taken 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes for us because we're kind of like not that fast.
Although to be fair, I think it could have taken at least less than 2 hours if I wasn't feeding her because of how much preparation I like to
teamwork.
do ahead of time. Like
Yeah.
the teamwork, he would do the actual cooking and the cutting, and I would be the one to set things down and the timer, looking ahead and making sure I have things prepped for him to be able to do the cooking stuff. And then at the end, when everything's done being prepped, then I could like watch the meatballs or watch the orzo and stuff like that. I think that would have sped it up a little bit.
For sure.
A little bit more, but
Yeah. Because there's a time. There's a time where I was cooking the meatballs and the orzo at the same time, and prepping the meatballs to be cooked also. So, but yeah, no, it definitely could have been a little bit better, time wise. But I think it was fun. It was entertaining. Baby got taken care of. I think she's all tired now. She's over there in her bassinet. She had her little bit of camera time, and she's timed out now. But that was a fun, successful stream. I forgot to show a bowl of it to the camera.
Well, you can show your bowl.
It's kind of like eaten out of right now.
You can still show your bowl.
Well, we're gonna keep one bowl, I think, for leftovers. Maybe I'll make a bowl real quick and show it. I want to be able to post it to the Discord, by the way. We have a Discord. There's a food section in the Discord. I post, like what we're gonna make the week ahead of time, or sometime during this next week, I'm gonna post the recipe photo for what we're gonna make, and then I obviously buy the ingredients for it, and then prep that, and then after we do make it, I do like to send a photo in of the completed product. So like if you're interested in following along or getting extra notifications about stuff we have going on behind the scenes or stuff that happens when we go live or before, feel free to join that. It's in the link below. There's one that says Discord. You stretch. I pull you off your chair.
My tailbone.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, we make a bowl just for the Instagram. Not really.
Instagram?
Yeah. I'm not gonna post this to Instagram, but
Instagram.
as people say, yeah. This is where all the food goes in the world. Instagram. We make sure those things.
Nice and pretty.
You have that song in my head too, now that you mentioned it. From the K-pop.
And it's not on Spotify, so I had to go to YouTube, go to the YouTube
Yeah.
app, download it onto my phone, and now have it playing through the voice recorder app. Because I never grasped the concept of iTunes.
You can also download YouTube videos and audio, or just audio from it.
That's what I did.
But you said you put it on your voice memo.
Oh. Well, I know
I guess
that
that's where
can.
you held it. Okay.
Yeah.
On your
That's
phone.
where I wanted to
Okay, my bad. Okay. Here is the completed meal. It is
Nice.
saffron orzo with turkey meatballs. There we go. That's literally one whole bowl of leftovers for us for later. Plus a little bit extra orzo in the pot.
Very yummy.
Are you tired? You done streaming? Okay.
Good note.
Well, we had a good amount of people chiming in and asking us questions. I appreciate you, Moku, and how do you say your name? Crown Dorilla.
Crown door.
It's like Cinderella, but Crown Dorilla.
Aww.
Yeah, kind of cute.
Crown Dorilla.
Yeah, appreciate you both for asking questions, chiming in. You finished a drawing to your stream? Oh, do you want to send it? You should send it to me. I didn't know you did drawings. Do I need an artist chat? Yeah, if you want to send it in the Discord.
You could just combine and have it be music and art.
I think I'd rather have them separate.
Oh.
I'm a big music person, so I want to just look at the music chat and just pull music for me to listen to. And also my little sections keep getting changed. You see it's like quotations and a Celsius.
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, please send me your art in the Discord. You can just send it in the main right now, in the whatever the top chat is. And I will create an art chat just to get things going, because I didn't know we had so many creative people already. Like my sister likes to join in sometimes, and she herself is an artist. I think she's honestly wanting to try to do some emotes or some theme stuff for the stream. But I'm open to anything along those lines as well. But yeah, take a look at that. Thank you guys for joining. We are just about to hit the 3-hour mark of stream.
Ooh, do you want to stay until 3 hours?
Yeah, I think so. I'll try to end it right at 3 hours.
Okay.
Just to be perfect. Just like
New
cooking.
Year's.
Yeah, like New Year's. Just like cooking a recipe. You stop it right when the timer stops. What kind of art have you been doing for Pekake? I know him. I've talked with him.
Pikaki.
Pekake is how he says his name.
Pikaki.
Emojis. Okay. Yeah. Does he still use the Pikachu, like the off-brand Pikachu look?
7, 6.
Okay, we can chat more in the
4,
Discord. I think Kira
3,
wants me to end
2,
stream.
1. Done. Oh, darn it.
He wanted you to redesign. Okay, we're having a chat.
But we agreed.
Don't get in between me and my chat.
We agreed.
We agreed.
Sorry, we agreed 3 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah, hit me up in the Discord if you want to send messages or art or whatever. Thanks everyone for joining. We hit 3 hours. Appreciate all the positivity in the chat. It's been very nice to have someone to talk with online, through this format. So go ahead and end stream. Everyone have a good weekend and a good rest of your week as well. Bye-bye. I have to end it in the other room, by the way, because it's a long USB.